What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby. And this week, it begins. Club rugby officially begins after a long summer of pure Lions addiction. But the Lions is over. Now we can focus on the real rugby, the domestic rugby, the the internationals. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I must say, I cannot wait to get back to Ravenhill tomorrow with my season ticket to watch Ulster again against the Glasgow Warriors. But we'll get into that eventually. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna preview the tournament, what I think about it, and I'll go through some of the games that they'll be having in round one. But I'm gonna go through the tournament going ahead of this going ahead of this year. What I think of what I think of the tournament this year, the United Rugby Championship, it's added the South African teams into it, and of the Lions, you've got the Sharks, you've got the Bulls, and you've got the Stormers. Those are big. Those are very big. Teams coming into this tournament for the first time. Southern Hemisphere rugby coming into the Northern Hemisphere rugby and club rugby. That's never happened before, and we're going to get it this season. And I think going into this tournament, it's going to be. I hope it's really competitive. I hope it ends up being a good tournament. Like it's very you can't write off. You may think Leinster might go ahead and stroll the league again. Like I could see it happen again. Bennetton, the Leinster have got a good squad, especially in all departments. But look, for me, whenever, especially in an Ulster fan like this, I want the league to be competitive. I want the league, like I think last season when I was under lockdown, it wasn't really the same. Yes, we enjoyed watching rugby, but you didn't get the whole factor of the crowd being there, cheering on the lads. But look, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that tomorrow, especially when the rugby starts again, and I'm looking forward to it. But the South African teams coming into this league are going to be very competitive. I must say it's going to be a real test for them, especially going up against the likes of Leinster, Ulster, Munster, Glasgow Warriors, Cardiff Blues, Ospreys. These are big tests now, and I do want to see a competitive tournament. I want this to be the best rugby tournament I've seen in a long time in terms of competitiveness, because I don't want another boring sort of tournament. I want a good tournament. I want a competitive tournament, and that's what I want this season. And hopefully the United Rugby Championship delivers. I hope it delivers, because that's what we want at the end of the day as rugby fans. But that's my thoughts on. I hope that's my thoughts on the upcoming tournament. But I hope it goes all the way. I hope someone actually challenges Leinster, even though I want Leinster to do well. I hope someone challenges them going forward. I won't go to Ulster, but Bennett. I know Bennetton want to prove a point. Especially after beating I think it was the Bulls, or it must have been one of the South African teams. They'd been in the final to win the Rainbow Cup. But you got to watch out for Bennetton. You got to watch out for Munster, especially. They'll be up there as well. With their the likes of Craig Casey, the likes of you know Gavin Coombs. I mean, the likes of them lads are coming through, especially. I mean, also have got the likes of Nick Timoney as well coming through. The likes of John. You've got John Keane, you've got Rob Alcoon, Jacob Stockdale. It's packed in there. You've got good squad tests, especially in the Welsh regions. What I mean? It's you want. That's what I want to see. I want to see competitiveness, and I believe that these teams will deliver, hopefully on all standards, especially going forward. So yeah, I'm going. This is where I'm going to get into round one of my predictions. So I'm going to go through them by one. Zebra Lions. This is going to be the Lions' first test against Zebra. That's going to be a big test. I think it's the first game of the whole tournament. So Zebra playing the Lions. I'm gonna go with a comfortable Lions win. I think Zebra, don't show that they have no point in competing whatsoever, especially in the tournament. I struggle with Zebra a lot, so I'm going with the Lions victory on that. Cardiff Blues versus Connacht. It's gonna be a tasty game. I think Connacht will bring their A game, especially against the likes of a good Cardiff Blues team. I think I'm gonna go with the Cardiff Blues win. It's gonna be a very tight game, that one. I believe that it's gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna go with the Cardiff Blues win. It's gonna be very tight. Next game is gonna be Bennett. I'm gonna leave my team to last to see my thoughts on it. But the next one is Bennetton versus Stormers. I think this is going to be a real test, especially when the South African team, in the Stormers going up against Bennetton, Rainbow Cup champions. But I think I see a Bennetton win. If I'm being honest, I'm going to go for a Bennetton win. It's going to be very tight there as well. Um, the next game after that is going to be Edinburgh versus the Scarlets. Now I believe that Welsh rugby has been the same really up for a while, and it depends on how Edinburgh could do as well. So I think I'm gonna go for an Edinburgh win. I think I'm gonna go for an Edinburgh win on that one against the Scarlets. So the next game we've got Leicester versus the Bulls. Going to be the first time South Africa go head to Ireland to face the Pro 14 champions Leicester. But I do see a comfortable Leicester win here. If I'm being honest with you, I think Leicester got too much squad depth, for Bulls to handle. But look, it'd be interesting to see how Bulls play against Leicester, especially. You know what I mean? Hope it's competitive, but look, I think Leicester will easily win this game, against the Bulls. So that's my prediction on that. Munster versus the Steel Sharks at Foman Park. I think it's going to be a really really good atmosphere at the Foman Park. Munster fans are really vocal, especially at Foman Park. Especially when the Steel Sharks are going to come to town for the first time. So I think I see a tight game in this one. I'm gonna go for a 25-20 win for Munster. I think they'll have it just by get over the line against the Sharks. Next game we've got Dragons versus the Ospreys. The Ospreys and Dragons haven't been doing too well in the West regions, but I think the Ospreys were doing slightly better not long ago. But I think Ospreys want to prove a point this season that they want to improve better than what they did last season, especially the Dragons. So I think I see a Dragons win here by 1 point, and I'm going to go with that prediction. The last game I'm going to round up with is my team Ulster, and they face Glasgow Warriors at home at Kingspan Stadium in Belfast. And for me, I'm going to be at this game, and I'm going to be at every home game for Ulster as I can. I'm going to see if I can try and get to an away day if I can for Ulster. But yeah, Glasgow Warriors are going to come into town. I would like to. I wonder if I always wonder myself thinking about it today. I wonder if there's any Glasgow fans that will be able to come over tomorrow. That'll be interesting because the tickets have been going on general sale on Ticketmaster, and they're available to everyone on Ticketmaster. But I would hope to see some away fans tomorrow because it shows support for the away team especially. But what you're going to get tomorrow is you're going to get a big game for Ulster against the Glasgow Warriors in the opening game. Like if you haven't known, the pool tables have the Irish provinces, the Scottish and Italian pool, then you've got the Welsh pool, and then you have the South African pool. So they're very much very four different pools, but they make it more harder. Especially, Ulster. Especially, I think Ulster are going to have to bring something this year that will want to bring out the best in Ulster. You know what I mean? So the Glasgow Warriors would definitely want to be around there too. But competition is going to be absolutely. I think this tournament is going to bring really competitiveness in the tables as well, especially in the pools. But for Ulster this season, I want to see a good season for my Ulster. But, I want Ulster to go all the way, and I want Ulster to sort of compete. Like I think the 1920 season, yes, we went under lockdown, but by March, but I thought Ulster were doing really well before that. I think Ulster were in contention for doing well again in Europe than what they did the previous season. But that's what I want to see again from Ulster this season. Now we've brought in Duan from the Bulls, and for me, a game changer. Even though he's 35 and he's coming to replace Marcel Coutinho, I believe that Duan will come in and definitely be a leader. He'll definitely start in the big games. But it's good we have Sean Reedy, Jody Murphy, and Nick Timoney back there now as cover. That we've got that all sorted, ready to go. But it's going to be Greg Jones along with I think it's Nick Timoney and Sean Reedy or Jordan Murphy. I can't remember, but Greg Jones is going to come into that pair. I think Greg Jones will improve a point this season. We've got the likes of you've coming in. We've got the likes of Nathan Doak. We've got the likes of Michael Lowry. We've got the likes of Rob Balakoon, Jacob Stockdale. We've got good youth coming through at Ulster Rugby. So I want to see these lads perform. I want to see them reach their potential because it's going to be a big season for them. Definitely, especially likes of Nathan Doak. I hope Nathan Doak does well. I think Nathan Doak is a bright one for the future in the scrum half. So I think Nathan Doak is definitely one to keep an eye on. He's on the bench actually behind John Cooney in the game. So and Billy Burns comes back into the fight. I think a lot of their first teams are back. I think Eric O'Sullivan and Tom O'Toole are on the bench, but and Will Allison's on the bench as well. But look, I think Ulster will get the win. I think Ulster will. I think it's never easy with an Ulster game, but I think Ulster will. I think Glasgow will give Ulster a game, but I believe Ulster will have enough in them to get the game over the line. So I'm going to go for a 27. I'm going to go for a 27-15 victory over the Glasgow Warriors. So that was my prediction on the game, and I'm looking forward to getting against Fantomar. I cannot wait. The time's getting closer again. So thank you very much for watching this United Rugby Championship preview of the new season. Make sure to watch out for a post-match reaction straight after the game at Kingspan Stadium when I watch the game, and you'll catch me at Kingspan tomorrow after the match to give my thoughts on the game. But apart from that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the Steven Silver Rugby channel. If you're on any subscribers already, I want to get up to 400. It'd be really appreciated, and to grow this channel more. And let's just cannot wait for the season to start. It all starts tomorrow. Cannot wait. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.